increase our faith. In other words, they were saying that this is something hard to do. How am I supposed to forgive someone who continues to sin against me? I'm going to need bigger faith because this is going to require bigger faith. But Jesus says something that's awesome. He says that if you had faith as a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the ocean, and it will listen to you. It's not that we can do that, but he's showing us the power that this type of faith as a mustard seed has. See, the disciples were asking for bigger faith, but Jesus says you need smaller faith. Now, there's a disconnect here because what do you mean I need a smaller faith, as small as a mustard seed? So what was he saying? Well, he goes on and he tells a parable about a master and a servant. The servant's been out all day working, and then he comes in, and then he starts preparing the meal. He goes, gets dressed, and he takes the food and the drink to his master. And he watches him and waits and makes sure that his master is taken care of before he digs in to eat some food for himself. And the reason why he does this is because he still is a slave. He's still owned by his master. Do you think his master should praise him for doing what he's supposed to be doing? No, that's his job. Even though he was working all day, his responsibility is to take care of his master. And then Jesus says, you too need to do the same. So what's going on here? How does this connect with the faith? Jesus was telling them, if someone sins against you, then you forgive them. That's the end of the story. The disciples said, well, we need bigger faith than this. Jesus says it's not about big faith. See, big faith will bring pride. The bigger your faith is, the bigger your head is, the bigger pride you have. And we don't want pride because pride will hinder your faith. You see, what Jesus was saying is he was saying, listen, I told you to do something, do it. You don't need faith to do it. The real faith is you listening to what I said and doing it. That's the real faith. You want the mustard seed faith that can move mountains? You want the mustard seed faith that can say this mulberry tree to be uplifted and thrown into the ocean and planted there? Then it's not bigger faith, it's real faith. And the real faith is believe what I tell you.